Hi, thanks for joining me. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine, and I'm here with another Tuesday tip video tutorial for you today. For my project today, we are making this card here. It does feature two stamp sets that are retiring from the annual catalog right now. So I'm using the Touches of Texture stamp set. So I'm going to be using the floral kind of looking flower images, this large one, this texture piece, and then this flower piece. Then I'm also using, since this stamp set is just images, I wanted to pull out one with a sentiment, and I pulled out my Retiring Another Wonderful Year stamp set. So I'm going to be using this sentiment right down here. So I'm playing along with a color challenge this week, and I'm also playing along with the Casing Tuesday group. So let me show you. The Casing Tuesday group is casing this card here, which is on page 144 of the annual catalog. So that is my inspiration of how I ended up here. So I did change some things around, but kept some things very similar as well. So let's go ahead and make this card together. I'm going to start by doing all my stamping. There is quite a bit. So let me start with my sentiment. I'm going to bring over my Poppy Parade. My color challenge was to use Poppy Parade, Balmy Blue, Granny Apple Green, and Petal Pink. So I could pick at least two. So I picked Poppy Parade and Balmy Blue. I like to do two colors in a neutral. So I kind of got a lot going on with my neutrals because I have white, the Burlap Ribbon, and the Sequin Trim. So I just stuck with two colors. Now in my sample, I did the Appreciate with Wink Stella. So as soon as I stamped it, I took the cover off my Wink Stella and colored in the Appreciate. It looks really orange to me, and I kind of want it to look more poppy. So I'm just going to take my Stampin' Blend really quick and color in my Appreciate. I'm using a skinny end, which is still a little fat for this. So just go quickly but carefully. I like how it looks a little bit better with the blend. I wanted to show the two differences. Oops, I colored a little bit out of the line right there because I'm trying to go a little quick. So you get the picture. Take your time if you want it to look perfect. If you are okay with it being a little bit imperfect, then that's okay. Okay, then I'm going to punch out the sentiment with my Everyday Label Punch. And I'll put that aside for right now. I want to do my background, so I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock. It's 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and I'm going to do my flower background. I'm going to again use my Poppy Parade, and I'm going to use two of my flowers. I'm going to start with the, I guess it's the detail. Then I'm going to kind of fill in after. So what I want to do is how I did this. So my card, let me do it this way. I kind of went one in the middle, and then one up in this corner, one up down in that corner, and then here I kind of went in the middle, and in the middle. It's okay if they go off the page, obviously. Okay, so that's kind of how I got my background. Then I'm going to take, this is kind of like a background, and I'm just going to go. Okay, it's still going to look great, but I'm not, this stamp does not want to adhere to the block, so I apologize for that. It's still going to look great, but I'm just winging it. I'm just getting my stamp stuck on the pad. If you want perfection, you can use a Stamparatus. So that's exactly how I did the background. And I'm done with the poppy, so I can take that away. But then I have a lot of white space in the background, and this stamp set is called Touches of Texture. So there's this cool texture background. And I'm just going to stamp it 3 times. I think I did 3 times, kind of in the white space with the Balmy Blue. So where there's some white space, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. And it went over my flowers, and that's okay. I'm just covering up some of that white space. Okay, and then I have my ribbon I can add on. I have the Burlap Ribbon. It is a 5.5-inch piece. I'm going to put that on with mini glue dots. And let me show you what I did. I wanted my sentiment to kind of go underneath, over the top of the burlap. So I kind of just figured out where I want my sentiment to go on the label, and say I want it to go there. So I want my burlap to go here. So let me grab my glue dots. And I am just going to try to keep it in place if possible, because it will help me with the placement. And then I'm just going to glue down. I'm probably going to end up cutting that piece off that I just glued down at the bottom, but you get the idea. I can come over and cut my ribbon at an angle. I'm going to pull that right off, which kind of stinks because there's a glue dot right there, but that's okay. If I go quick, I can get it right off. Then I'm just going to put another glue dot underneath. Perfect. Nobody even knew that that was there. Then I have some of the mini Sequin Trim. This is a 9-inch piece. I'm just going to double it up and then stick a glue dot about 1/3 of the way down. And then I'm going to stick that onto my project over the burlap. So what I'm going to do is cover up where I have that glue dot with Stampin' Dimensionals for my sentiment. Remove the backs. Then after this, I am ready to go right to the card base. So this is a quick and easy card for you today. Something wonderful happened today at 4:30. I am on vacation for the next week. So I won't have a project to share next week because I will be away. But I wanted to hop on and get this uploaded today so I have a project to show with you before I leave. Then I'll be updating my blog and my Facebook while I'm gone. So that's my project for this week. I won't be back again with another project for 2 weeks, But please leave me a comment and let me know which you prefer, the Wink of Stella Appreciate or the Stamp and Blend Appreciate. And then one lucky viewer will get these cards in the mail from me for tuning in this week. So thanks so much. I'll be back in 2 weeks.